Whoa, Jenny, is your sister home?
No. But I'm here.
Congratulations. You passed the test.
A test?
I put my sister up to it. Oh, Jake, you do love me.
If you've been involved in a modern dating relationship recently, one thing you understand as a virtual certainty is that you're going to have fights. It is a given. A 2022 study from YouGov suggests that the average couple is going to basically have the joy of a fight pretty much every week.
Here's your half.
Why? Why can't I have that half?
What's this shit I hear about you riding around with power glide?
He my friend. What's the problem?
Friend?
Yeah, well, I can't have friends.
Just talk what? Talk about what?
We need to just talk
about it. What more is there to talk about?
Why are you yelling at me?
I'm not.
We just friends. What's your problem? Why is you so insecure?
Well, if you hear this shit,
I don't understand a motherfucking word. I don't speak stupid hobout.
Okay, here.
But why did you want to give me that to begin with?
It's the same thing.
I don't want to always ask. Exactly. I don't want to ask for roses because I know you. If I ask for roses, you're gonna give me fucking roses. I want to come on one day and see the fucking blue roses on the babe. I was thinking about you. That's what the I want.
Why is you so insecure? A real man wouldn't have a problem.
I'm not a man, motherfucker. I'm a transformer.
But why didn't you want to give me that one first?
I don't care which one you want. Here, you want this one? Take it.
No, I want that one now. Blaze!
No TJ Maxx, no TD Jakes, no Foot Locker, no Kroger's.
Never mind, I don't want anything.
I could give you 3 guesses as to what causes most fights in modern relationships, but you really only need one guess. This article from the New York Times in 2009 states the obvious. It's all about them dollars, baby. Responses were taken from 2,800 couples surveyed in 1987 before social media. In the survey, both husbands and wives were asked separately about how often they disagreed with their spouse over chores, in-laws, spending time with each other, sex, and money. The same respondents were then contacted several years later, and in 1992, they were asked if they were still married. Of all these common things couples fight about, money disputes were the best harbingers of divorce. For wives, disagreements over finances and sex were good predictors of divorce, but finance disputes were much stronger predictors. For husbands, financial disagreements were the only type of common disagreement that predicted whether they would get a divorce.
To be honest, if you could marry the woman of your dreams or have the ability to dunk, what are you picking?
Ideally speaking, this should be a very easy question to answer. If you had asked me this question in my adolescence, I would have said without hesitation, rest in peace, Michelle Thomas, a.k.a. Myra Monkhouse, a.k.a.
Justine.
If you had asked me that question in, say, my college years, I would have had a different answer about someone that I won't speak about on this video. But all of that said, there's a modern dynamic that has changed the way that men and women relate to each other in terms of the modern dating situation that has men thinking of different answers to that question.
Is she skinny, mixed, kind of short?
Yeah, that's her.
Oh, wait, you know Slopdom is prime too? Hold on, y'all talking about the Sloppenheimer? Hell yeah, man, this nigga's asking about it. I think she goes by the Thought Father now. Whatever her name is, man, she a legend. Hey, man, if it makes you feel better, she would only give us her body, bro. She would never give us her peace of mind or her heart, bro. She said that's for you, bro.
To be honest, if you could marry the woman of your dreams or have the ability to dunk, what are you picking?
If we talking about like Blake Griffin,
spectacular night for the Bulls as Jordan has come up with another steal.
Vince Carter.
Now he's sideways. Look at the air. Look at the hang time. Look at the flying motion.
And I get to start over from high school? Oh, yeah.
Blocked by Sam Perkins. I guess that is a pretty fitting end to the ballgame. Jordan, look at that. Holy cow.
Give me the dunks all day.
The last one was no. Up, no way.
Like I get the windmill in traffic.
Inbounds. Here it is again. Oh,
yes. Listen, all day long.
Then there's the other side of the problem, a kind of inflation, if you will, where you're hearing even some of the most staunch advocates of young ladies' desires kind of coming around and noting that the prices are just getting too high.
So I seen a post that said black men are the only race of men that complain about providing. And I strongly disagree. I would like to refute that with black women are the only women who do not pay attention to their circumstances. Let me cook for a second. You'll get a white woman in a trailer park. She'll never ask for a Birkin. You'll never see a woman with a white woman in a trailer park with Gucci on. You'll never see it because she understands her circumstances. And guess what? She's happy that Billy can provide. You know what Billy provides? He provides food. He provides shelter. He provides all the necessities, the hygiene, and everything within his means. Same thing with the Mexican women. Roberto gets up every day. He works his job. He busts his ass. He may have a Modelo on the weekend. But once again, she's low maintenance. She understands the man that she has and the circumstances that she lives in.
Here you can understand why a growing number of guys would choose the twirl in traffic 360 dunk ability over the love of their life, because being able to afford the love of your life is pretty expensive, considering what if you're dating a woman that's not even the love of your life? She's just a recent woman that you're dating. She wants the world, unlike, say, young ladies of the past. And so if you get the love of your life, are you going to be able to afford her?
But when we get to the Rakishas, here it is. We live in poverty. We live in a row home. We don't have shit. We barely make $50,000 to $70,000 a year. But here it is. You want to live $1 million lifestyle. That is why they're complaining about providing. It's not providing the necessities. It's the wants. You're in the ghetto with Chanel. You're in the ghetto with Gucci on. You're in the projects with Prada on. You're up with Fendi on, and that is why they complain, because who the are you to demand these things? We're broke with all of these other women in these other races. They get it, they understand it, they dream from time to time, but it's not a requirement to be with them. Our women are the only race of women that be dead broke but expect millionaire treatment. These are the only women that have a beer lifestyle but have a champagne taste.
Unfortunately, the lesson that this modern dating lifestyle has taught many men is essentially that if you don't have the money to essentially retire her, then she's going to do whatever she wants with whom she likes, any way she likes, until you can essentially rescue her from wanting. And even the most staunch of young ladies that have pushed a certain lifestyle are now suggesting, I will be feminine for the right price.
L-R-E-E. And I'm S-I-N-G-L-E again.
$100 billion.
Later.
Full object in the universe. Blah, blah, blah. Proper name, place name, backstory stuff.
And just to let you niggas know, we don't need y'all. We want y'all, but we don't need y'all. $100 billion.
Later.
I am whispering because Klay is still in his food coma from last night. But let me tell y'all about cooking for my man and his family for Thanksgiving. Right here, this is me getting my dressing ready. I do not call it stuffing, babe, because this is dressing. This is a southern thing. I was really nervous because I was like, dang, I'm really finna cook for my man and his whole family. I hope they love this because I got to show them that I really love their son. This is how all my sides came out. This is how my turkey came out. Mr. Thompson definitely said 10 out of 10. I could easily have on my own restaurant, but I didn't want to record him saying it because I was trying to be respectful. Okay, so then this is Klay. He is so ready to eat. He is tired of hearing me talk. I said, babe, what you thankful for? He said, girl, get to that table. I don't want to hear you no more. This is my plate. This is Klay plate, and he's ready to get to the business.
So what is the lesson that a young man learns when he sees a young Meg Thee Stallion stand on stage and say, we don't need y'all ends, we want y'all ends, but we don't need y'all, to later seeing her brag about cooking a full Thanksgiving dinner and even delighting in the fact that she does have the ability to be domesticated. She just so happens to be cooking dinner for a man who just signed a $50 million extension, as well as all of the money he made in his prime and soon to be Hall of Fame career in Golden State. And then you see someone like Glorilla, who is booed up with Brandon Ingram, who rapped of being injure free and talks often about her frequent trips to Planned Parenthood to remove whatchamacallits. And now she's booed up with a guy who just so happens to have a $100 million contract that's flowing into his bank account every month. The lesson is pretty obvious. If you're a guy and you don't have that kind of money, you cannot afford submission. And what they're essentially saying is that no matter what I do, what kind of way I present or the life that I'm living or even speaking of living about, if you have the right amount of money, you can buy my submission. In a way, what we're witnessing is a kind of submission inflation. If you don't have enough money to essentially remove all of the want and difficulty from her life, you don't deserve any kind of respect or submission. Instead, you have to deal with maybe sharing her or her having an attitude or the frequent fights, because we can see in the divorce statistics, it's finances that are the issue. And if you're not a man that makes that big money, you can't take the finance issue out of it. And so, what do guys say? Hey, man, the love of my life, who I probably can't afford, and she's probably going to get upset with me because I'm not a quadrillionaire, millionaire, zillionaire, or the ability to dunk in traffic. Hey, I'll take the dunking ability because the price of submission has just gone up way too much. Not to mention, it could just be an act all along. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'll catch you next video. Take care, guys.